EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn bellowing behind us, that means it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Oates and Joshua Carty will get it underway. Off we go from Santa Clara. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense. Set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. It might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time and taking the snaps. Quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Well, we had a chance to meet with him earlier in the week, and as you could probably expect, Mike, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up last week's 4-interception performance. It was still bothering him. He's still trying to move from it, and I think that's the point. The ability to move on from bad games, that's really a testament to playing quarterback in the NFL. You're going to have some struggles, but if those struggles carry over into the next week's game, now we've got a problem.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and this is going to be a Rams first down, as they'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Here's a run with the rookie from UCLA, and he'll get about 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Got it. Ready? Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Sermon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. Get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
It's fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Rams first downs. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on that 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
They'll run here with Sermon. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. Now, faking the give. That is caught. What a throw. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, L.A. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Rams 7, 49ers nothing. Joshua Carty to kick off for the Rams.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down his 23-yard line. The Niners offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A run here with McCaffrey. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. Third down and 3 as we are ready to get back underway. Third and short. Here's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On second down, Purdy. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20s. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
That ties the game at 7.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Rams offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. That is a big play for LA. It's a gain of 43 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At his 48-yard line. A gain of a
It's
yard
third
on the play.
and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
15 yards.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. 2nd down and 3. The tight end going in motion to the left. Again, it's McCaffrey. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Automatic first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Sarah Barron's kick is good. And the Niners get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Broken 19. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a 1st down. Now a signal. Timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. First and 10.
Panther and leg. 11. Panther 11. Hurt. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Pass is caught by Gray, right side.
Danny Gray. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
Ready?
Second and 5.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Back. Cougar 19. Cub 19. Big hurt. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
18.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They keep beating him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
45-yard line.
Here's Sermon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now a give on the ground. And he will finally be brought down at the Niners' 12.
That's
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
First down.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Jordan Burks. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
60 Eagles.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk Warrior 70. Hurt. Let's go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So that's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Hardy now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Rams are on top. It's 14-10.
14. 49ers 10. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own
The Niners offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable and just line up and snap it again.
That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Keely Ringo comes up from the secondary to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and
nowhere to go. He is taken down.
these pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. His drive will start on the ground. On down at the 21, a gain of 1.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll stick with him again. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
That's to his tight end, Musgrave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Second pirate. Here we go, here we go. Step Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
Dragon 60. Ready? 60 Bobcats. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Rig alert. Rig alert. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
If think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. Oh my God, that is just a heartbreaker here, Mike. I mean, from this distance, he does everything right. It's on target. It just runs out of steam a little bit at the end. Gets denied by the crossbar. That's brutal.
First and 10. Purdy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Purdy now on second down. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up third and long. Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored.
And he'll take this one in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49. His 4th TD grab of the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Niners 17, Rams 14.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now a give up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And this is going to be a Rams first down, as he'll take it up to about the 33-yard line. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. Sermon. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 9.
It is second and a yard. They'll run, and it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's fourth down.
brings us
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. This defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide, nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
And he's going to have a Rams first down. They get it easily. 4th and 1, and they pick up 5.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Go street. 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. Steady.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Gregg. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 21
They get
yards.
21 on that one.
That's another
First down, L.A.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll get up and clock it and does it with just a little over 40 seconds to play. Here comes 2nd down.
Warriors 70. Rig alert. Rig alert. Cowboy 80. Ready,
Now they'll set up to throw. He gets this into the hands of Green. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20s. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
ready. Hawk 7. Ready.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79. Tag. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll stick to the ground. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, They know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
One last shot now for Purdy. Again, working deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here